Well, here we are, Warren. Life comes at you fast. What was your initial reaction to Jalen Hurts starting and Carson Wentz sitting for the game against the Saints?
I wasn't taken that much by surprise here. It looked like the trajectory of what Jalen Hurts was doing when he was inserted into the game was no worse than Carson Wentz. And for that reason, you kind of go with the vibe that you got to see what you've got with this kid. I definitely thought that it was appropriate. Carson Wentz was just faltering under pressure far too often, seemed to be out of ideas, did not look like he could execute the offense. I'm really not sure if I could put the finger on exactly what the issue is specifically with Carson, but I don't know when the last time is that I've seen him a couple times a game just throw the ball away when nothing's there. Avoid a negative play, avoid a sack, just get rid of the ball if the receivers are covered. And hopefully we will see a solid performance by Hurts on Sunday, but I was not that much taken aback by it. And I certainly hope that they're able to devise some things during this week of practice with Hurts as the number one QB so that there is no controversy and that this can be his offense, his game plan, and something that he feels comfortable with entering this game against the Saints.
Yeah, piggybacking on that idea, Warren, what do you expect to see from Jalen on Sunday and potentially down the stretch if he continues to start?
Well, on Sunday, I think it's going to be extremely difficult. It looks like Taysom Hill is going to be the starter for the Saints. And what that does is lower their offensive ceiling, which puts more pressure on their own defense to continue to play good and get shut down opposing offenses. And they're certainly capable of doing just that. They've had a lot of success shutting down opposing quarterbacks, regardless of who they are. You can look at a lot of variance with the schedule that they play. You could look at a guy who was on their practice squad as a wide receiver who played a little bit of quarterback in college, and they completely shut him down. And then you can go all the way to the GOAT, Tom Brady, and they shut him down too. So it doesn't necessarily matter. I think that Jalen Hurts is going to have a difficult time performing. I also think that Eagles fans need to take a step back. I know some of our memory biases will make us think and recall the great 4th and 18 touchdown pass that he threw and you know, the hope that he was leading them back down for a drive to get this game really tight at the end. But the reality was he did not have a great game. He just wasn't any worse than Carson Wentz. Overall, once you get past this game, I do think there's going to be opportunities, if he does continue to start, to look a lot better than he will in this upcoming game. I just think that we can't put too much pressure on him or make rash decisions after just this one game, because unless he looks absolutely incredible, which I think is going to be difficult, I'm expecting a tough game from him on Sunday against the Saints.
Warren, let's step back and take a 30,000-foot view for a second. What is the Eagles' path forward with Carson Wentz? Is he on the team next year in your eyes?
I really don't know. You have a lot of differing voices, I think, inside of that building. I don't know if there's an aligned objective or opinion, whether or not they'll try to move Carson or hope that they might be able to fix some of the things with more time to prepare this offseason. As I mentioned to you before, I was expecting better things from him this year, given the fact that he didn't enter the 2020 season with an injury, which he had done the past couple of off seasons. So this is the third straight season that his season looks like it's coming to an end in some respects in December, but this is the first time that it's not coming to an end as a result of injury. So I don't know exactly, with more time to work with them and do things, might they find something? There's also going to be other suitors out there. It's just a matter of what you get back in return for him. You have a familiarity with Frank Reich and with the Colts, and Phillip Rivers sort of on the last legs of what his career would be, whereas Carson Wentz is still a young kid and he's going to have a lot more years in this league, I think, and he's certainly capable as long as he fixes a couple of things. So there will be the ability to trade him, but I don't know how much you're going to get in return and whether you're going to be comfortable doing that. And if you can't trade him, I think you're probably going to be stuck with him in some capacity, given the ramifications of cutting him.
Warren Sharp from Roto World, we appreciate you joining us. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.